Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Ethereum Classic's price chart, and what we talked about in the previous video basically played out. You see, if you remember, the last time that we talked about ETC, we were, I believe, somewhere around the highs in here, and the idea was that this move seems like that it's actually a correction structure, meaning probably in the next couple of days we are going to witness another move on the downside, and we actually got a move up first but then a good move down. Now pay attention to what is going on in here. Let's go on 15-minute time frame. Okay, first things first, in my view there's actually a decent chance that in this area we had an A, B, and then 5-wave up, very quick bounce into our C leg. Overall, this is an ABC expanded flat, and then I think we are able to identify off of the highs a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave down, which is actually a very optimistic sign, suggesting, you know what, maybe in ETC we have hit some sort of a low, and whether, for example, that's going to be our final low or not, you know what, fair enough, that can be up for debate. But before we get into what is happening in here, let me tell you that now I am able to say, you know what, maybe we are having in here to at this point our wave 4, excuse me, and this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, another move down into wave 5, which on a higher degree is into this wave 5 right in here, and even this orange 5 wave on a higher degree hopefully is going to be into the C leg of this now ABC expanded flat, meaning let's hope that our correction is over, and this is 1, 2, meaning what's next? Yep, you know it, very strong move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. Question is, are we able to identify some optimistic signs in the short term? The answer, I believe, is yes. You see, if you want to be bullish on any chart and you want to say maybe we have hit our final low, then okay, you need to be able to find off of the recent lowest low a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This specific structure is called an impulsive movement. Rules for it are, we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5 wave, excuse me, wave 3 is just not allowed to be the smallest wave. This is a big no-no in Helios waves, and in terms of the sub waves, you know it. And by the way, I actually like to apologize for my terrible voice. Recently, I caught a very bad cold, so it is going to take a couple of days for me to recover. And until then, please bear with me. Again, sorry for my terrible voice. So, we're gonna have 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different counts. It's not really that important. Let's say ABC into 4 and a WXY into wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. Maybe it's actually best to go on like 5-minute time frame, and I'll be clear with you, in my own time I rarely go on such lower time frames, but you know, this is for the sake of educational purposes, so I'm thinking it's fine. Okay, what do we have in this initial pass? I think this might be a wave 1 correction for wave 2, probably yes, 5 up into wave 3 to around here, correction for 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into wave 5. So the fact that in this initial bounce off of the lowest low we are able to find a 5 wave, in my view, is definitely an optimistic sign. Followed by that, what is going on? I believe this is actually another 5 wave on the upside, and if you go, for example, on 1-minute time frame, trust me, you are able to find a 5 wave in here, and this is probably, as opposed to an ABC, instead a WXY in form of a double zigzag. So this is making me think about the possibility of having a 1-2 scenario, meaning maybe even starting from, yes, probably here, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a wave 1, correction for wave 2, and right now, let's hope this move is going to be into wave 3 and 4 and 5, and on a higher degree, that can be into another wave 3, correction for 4, another move into wave 5, and even that one on a higher degree hopefully is going to be into a wave 3, correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5. So here is the point that I'm trying to make. If in ETC the final low is truly already in, then okay, under any kind of circumstances, we really do not want to see, after let's say another 10% move up, like a very strong and sharp move on the downside, in order to take these lows, which is about, let's say, $20.5. If we take them at that point, you need to actually start thinking about some other possibilities. For example, maybe this is going to be, as opposed to a Y wave, just an ABC zigzag, suggesting our move down is going to continue. And in it, just for the first target, we're going to take the lowest low down here, about $20, but we may end up going quite a bit lower than that. On the other hand, if we are bullish, then okay, our move up has to continue starting from the current point, and we just, I'm gonna say probably, yes, for the next 5 to 7 days, have to set higher highs and higher lows in order to remain absolutely on the bullish, right? And the fact that we are right now at least going according to the bullish case, in my view, is definitely an optimistic sign. I'm just gonna wait a little bit more and see, are we in the current phase going to take this important high right in here, about, let's say, $21.5, because that can be sort of kind of an initial optimistic sign. Why is that? You see, in a classic downtrend, you are having a series of lower highs and lower lows. And when can we say maybe the trend has changed and we're gonna have a beautiful uptrend? When we get a move up, and in that move, we take the previous major pivot high right in here. And that previous major pivot high on the live chart in ETC actually translates to, in my view, this one right in here, around $21.5. So if we take it, I guess that can be an optimistic sign. Now, do we have some more good signs or not? The answer is, I think, yes. Let's just do this. Okay, what is going on? As you can see on the live chart, we are having a low and the other ones are lower lows. However, in MACD, this is a low, the other ones are absolutely higher lows, meaning we are having a beautiful bullish divergence, which suggests bears are kind of running out of steam. And let's combine that with the 5 wave on the upside that we are hopefully going to get. At that point, you know what, fair enough, we may end up having a decent bull case for ETC, but right at the end of our wave 5, it's very important to understand it's not actually going to be a buy opportunity. We need to be a bit patient and count on a move down. And assuming that in this phase we identify the correct subwaves, you know what, fair enough, this can be a long opportunity. As long as we're not seeing this whole structure playing out, I think for now it's just a bit of a waiting game. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ETC's chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.